Hi, I'm Dr. Lara, and welcome to another week of Channeled Angel Messages. Before I get into the messages, I just want to say thank you so much for all the people that have been donating to my channel. But I want to clear something up. There's some people that feel bad that they can't do it or they don't have enough money to do it. And I don't want anybody to feel bad about that. I want you to understand that the way that you contribute to this channel, yes, it's financial, but it's also your energy. It's your comments. It's you showing up every week. It's you providing your wisdom for someone else's questions. So there's so much more than that you're contributing to the channel if you're not able to do it financially. And also, I do need to clarify, someone didn't know how to do it. If you do want to do it, it is below in the comments, and there is a link that says to donate. So once again, thank you so much, all of you, for supporting the channel, for participating and being here each week. It totally means the world to me, and it's also really giving me a lot more energy and willingness and ability to do more for you and to give you more content. So I'm going to go into the angel messages, and then at the end, the angels are going to do it with me, give you a blessing for all of the things that you have contributed to give it back tenfold. So, okay, so stay tuned for that if you want to. All right, so here we go with the angel messages. Sit back, relax, and see if anything resonates for you today. Oh, wow. Okay, so right away I'm seeing like this huge black hole. And it's not a bad thing. What they're telling me is um, since the change of the seasons, we're in autumn now, and it's about turning inward. Summer was a time to, be out and about and do all of these things, but the days are getting shorter for a lot of us, unless you're on the other side of the planet. But autumn is a time for going within and finding that sacred space. And it doesn't matter if you are in Australia or the other side of the planet. Um, the blanket message for this is we need to do this for our own sanity, is what they're telling me, because here in the States, it's going to get pretty intense within the next couple of months. And it's really important that we are able to go within and find that sacred space where we find peace. Because if we're looking outside of ourselves in the world and society for us to find peace, it's not going to be there, obviously. But there is a way that you can experience peace when all of this turmoil is going on, and that is disengaging from all of the headlines, disengaging from all of the drama that's playing out right now. And they're showing me like those masks in theater, like the happy face and then the sad face. And it can be entertaining, to look at the headlines and see what's happened with people, because it's like finally things are coming to justice, and that is important to kind of be aware of, to uh, see history, because we're making history. Like, this is like history. And but it's also important that you don't get so wrapped up into it that you get away from yourself. So it's really important at this time to go within and to be in that quiet space, because there's a lot of people here that are listening to this message, and it's probably everybody that's listening to this. There are ancient ancestors, there are angels, there are other energies that are good energies that are trying to communicate with you, but they can't. If you are too busy doing things, if you are engaging in things that keep you from being quiet within yourself, you're not going to hear the messages. And it feels like a lot of you are asking questions, but you're not able to receive the insight because you're not taking time to be quiet. So that is going to be very essential for all of us to go within, to be quiet, to listen, and to be able to find that peace within. Because it's not going to get peaceful on the outside anytime soon, is what they're telling me. But they don't want you to be afraid of it. It's like once you disengage from it, and you see it for what it really is, it really doesn't affect you. So that's when you know that you've kind of like pulled away from everything, when you don't have that emotional response, or you don't have that addiction to the drama. It's like, oh yeah, here they go again. And then you go off and you do your own thing. Okay. So it feels like there's some people here that are waiting to make a decision on something, and they're not able to. And this is different from being a fork in the road. But this is somebody that is wanting to do something, but you don't have all the information yet, and that's why you are not clear. Okay, so there's you don't have clarity on something. So what they're saying, when in doubt, don't. So if you're not 100% in alignment, if you're not 100% clear and feel within your body that whatever this decision is a good decision, wait. Because it feels like there's another piece of information, actually a few more pieces of information that you need to have before you can make a calculated decision. Because okay, they're showing me a piece of paper. It looks good on paper, but it doesn't feel quite right in your heart. So if those two are not congruent with each other, just wait. And they're saying, look for synchronicities, look for a sign, and be open to it. Songs, movies, conversations, books, anything that can be a synchronicity that can help you along with your decision. And it feels like it's going to be a conversation with somebody, and it could be you could be seeking advice out to somebody, or it could just be like a conversation that you're having with a friend, and they'll say something that'll be like, oh, that's it. It'll be like an aha moment for you. So be open to it. If you're not open to it, you're not looking for it, it'll fly right past you. But don't worry, if it flies past you, it'll come back the other direction. This is what they're showing. They're showing me like zoom, 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 zoom. And sometimes it comes really fast. So it goes back to the other message about being still, being in that silence so you can hear the messages, so you can feel what's right in your body. Okay? Okay, so this is the last message. They're talking, they're bringing me to our heart space. And it doesn't look like it's very supple. It looks old, and it looks withered, and it looks dark. And so that they're telling me that there could be some people here that need to start forgiving other people. Because we cannot not feel our emotions anymore. I don't know if you've noticed it. I've certainly noticed it. But we have to learn how to deal with our emotions. We have to learn how to honor them. So it feels what's happening with a lot of people is they're angry about something, but they don't want to be an angry person, or they want to skip ahead to the spiritual awareness, like, well, there really is no forgiveness because everything happens for a reason, and they're my teachers and all of that kind of stuff, which is, it's a valid point. But what the beautiful thing about being human is that we have all of these emotions that go with it. So there's this belief that anger is a bad thing. And the angels want to tell us that it's not. Anger is there to let us know when something isn't right. That's why we get angry, because something happened that's not right. It's an injustice. It hurt us, whatever it was. Okay? And so you're allowed to feel that anger. Where we're getting tripped up is we're not letting ourselves feel that anger, and we're stuffing it in our bodies. or we know we're angry and we're holding on to this resentment, and we are never going to forgive this person because what they did was unforgivable. But the thing is that when you hold on to that anger and that resentment, it really hurts ourselves, and it's like taking poison and expecting the other person to die. And really, it is of resentment. Holding on to resentment and not expressing your anger is a poison to the body. It does not sit well in your body, and it creates disharmony in your body. It creates aches and pains. It creates health issues. So the more that you're able to forgive and let that anger go, let that resentment go, the better you are going to be. Now, when we forgive, it doesn't mean that it's okay what they did. That's not what we're saying. It hurt whatever they did. But when we forgive, we let go of that anger. And when we do, we don't let that other person have control in our minds anymore. It's like giving them free rent in our head to go over and over and over, where they're walking around probably not even knowing that they hurt you, and here you're stewing in it. Who is that hurting? You, right? So if you're not wanting to forgive, just become willing to be willing to forgive. And remember that you do it for yourself. You don't do it for the other person. And they're saying that this is absolutely essential for us so we can move into a world of harmony, of love, of joy. Now, that doesn't mean there's not going to be anger. That's not a bad emotion, okay? We're going to have all of that. But when we feel it and express it and honor it, and even though we're spiritual people, I hear this all the time. I'm not an angry person. I'm all in love. And you're human. You are human and you have these emotions. So honor that anger. It is not bad, okay? It's when we hold on to it and resent people, that's when it trips us up, okay? Oof, that was kind of like a, sorry. It's like, I'm like, all right, fine, because, a lot of these messages I need to hear. So anyway, thank you for being here for the messages. So now I'm going to go into like a little meditation with the angels, because when I was reading all those comments about contributing to the channel and not being able to, or they gave a certain amount of money, they wanted it to be more. I'm like, oh, no, that's not what I wanted to create. So I was talking to the angels about it, and they were telling me about circulation. Okay, so anything that you put out, you're going to get back. That includes anger, that includes all of that. Whatever you're going to put out, like nastiness, you're going to get that back. But for this particular thing, I want to work with the angels to give you a blessing for being here, for sharing your energy with me, for sharing your means with me, your comments with me, your wisdom with me, and with everybody else in this channel. So that's what we're going to do. So just close your eyes if it feels right for you. And I'm bringing in the angels. And actually, they're showing me each and every person that is here listening. And it doesn't matter when you're listening or how long you've been listening, but it's every person that has contributed to this channel in some way. And they're showing me, oh my goodness, they're showing me your heart space, and they're showing me the love. They're showing me the love and the appreciation that you have for these messages, that you have for the angelic realm. And they want to thank you. So what they're doing is like they're receiving all of this love, and then they are circulating it back to you. So whatever you have given to them, the appreciation, the love, the finances, whatever it is, they're receiving it and they are circulating it back to you tenfold. So they want to thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for sharing your wisdom. And I can see it. There's just like this beautiful golden circular energy that keeps going like this towards the angels, towards the channel. So the more that you give, the more you share your love, share your wisdom, share your journey, whatever it is, the more that you do that, they receive that and they send that back to you tenfold. And they are surrounding each one of you with this golden energy. It's a lucky energy. They're saying, you are lucky. So you can just tell yourself, I'm the luckiest person on earth. And you can start making that your mantra and see what happens. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate you. And I appreciate you being here each week and your comments and your questions. And if you are willing and ready and able to do a session with me and the angels, I would absolutely feel honored to do that. You can go to my website and check it out. And we'll leave it at that. So you have a wonderful week, and I will see you again soon.